Day 75. Well, the sun's coming up and we are just getting ready to make the 7 miles into Encampment in time for breakfast. Yay! And oh my gosh, this is good because we're pretty much out of food. Like, look how tiny my pack is. There's no food in there. And just a little water. So 7 miles to town. We gotta eat. Oh my god, we gotta clean up. We are fucking filthy. Oh, definitely looking forward to getting everything back together. My sleep pad caught a leak overnight, so I woke up on flat ground. I slept super well though. I'm considering it. I was just super tired. And yeah, so I gotta fix the sleep pad. My sleeping bag zipper also doesn't work, so my sleep system's a little jacked right now, which is not good, but hopefully we can get all that resolved in town. And my shoe is completely blowing out across the seam of my left top, so thank goodness I have a new pair of shoes waiting for me in Encampment, because it's time and these things smell like something died in them. And so do my socks. Oh my god, we need to do laundry so bad. So yep, run to town, eat breakfast, do some chores, and then Netflix and chill. Sounds like a good day. And it's about time. We've been out here for a while, longer than we planned, so it's been a minute, and definitely time to recharge. Well, at least today's road walk this morning is a little more interesting because there's big rocks. There's big rocks, historical antiquities that you are not to destroy, even though they're already falling down. But a lot of the side roads on this forest are closed. And it looks like they've done a lot of work, at least on the main road, trying to clear the bark beetle trees, because there's giant piles of logs all over the place. Anyway, we're getting down a little bit in elevation. Fewer trees. We should be at the road. Quick. It's been pretty much downhill the whole way. I still can't believe the two bubbas I pulled over yesterday basically just bullshitted me and told me that, like, yeah, the entire walk to the road was uphill. That was incredibly morally deflating to hear. And then when I finally got service a little bit later to check Google Maps and find out that we were pretty much at the top by then, and there was very little climbing left to do. It was pretty much all downhill from there, which is nice. So that means that our morning walk to the road is chill and cruising, and no cars yet. It's still early, so we haven't had any traffic at all. Yesterday there was hardly any traffic also. Like, for a big ass road like this is like a highway sized road. There's nobody on it, nobody using it. It was Thursday. It'll probably be busier today, but by then we'll already be in town. So these are the super official mileage markers on this road. 1 mile left to go. 1 mile to freedom, yay! Because it's starting to get warm. And the last part is uphill. After crossing the North Fork of Encampment River, is basically a little bit uphill to the road from there. But yeah, the first 5 miles were down, so that's all good. 5-6 miles, not too bad. But yeah, whew, getting sweaty just in time to try and catch a hitch. Yay! I'd be like, oh, I smelled so much better 2 miles ago when everything was still cold. Now, I'll be a hot, wet mess. Don't you want to give me a ride? It's just a little way. No big deal. All right, we're pretty much up and out for the most part, leaving Medicine Bow National Forest for now. And Highway 70 intersection should be just up around the corner there, I think. I can hitch into, I see the road is right up there. Oh good, come down here. Grab a ride into Encampment, Hopefully it won't take too long. Definitely starving. I'm out of breakfast stuff, so all I've had this morning was coffee and 10 gummy bears on 7 miles. Oh, that's right, I forgot there's a campground right here. That's weird that it's right after the leaving sign. But yeah, this was the Bottle Creek Conservation Corps camp. I doubt that's their Caterpillar. It doesn't look nearly historical enough. Historical? I don't know. Whatever. I thought about going in there if we made it here yesterday. You know, check it out, but we don't need it now. And frankly, I'd probably rather camp at the campground down on the lake, but only in late summer when all the mosquitoes are dead. I imagine there's got to be a time when they're dead, but I can tell you it's not today. And here we are at Highway 70, Encampment, 6 miles from here. I can't tell, it doesn't say on Good Hook how far away it is from the trail crossing of Highway 70. It looked like about 10 or 11. So, we at least did come in a little bit. We'll see. I haven't heard any cars, seen any cars yet. It's Friday morning. Hopefully, we'll be able to pick up a ride reasonably soon, because I don't want to walk a whole 6 miles. It's almost all downhill though, but I still don't want to walk it. Here's hoping, because I can almost smell bacon. We've been sitting on Highway 70 for about a half hour now. Only 3 cars have passed going our way, and none of them, well, one slowed down, and that's it. This traffic situation is keeping us from bacon and other breakfast items. Ugh, this is devastating. Maybe next time a car comes by, I'll just let my stomach growl at them, and hopefully that will compel them to pick 2 raggedy ass looking stinky people up just a little 6 miles downhill. Even roll the windows down and you won't smell us at all. It's 9:30. We waited in that turn out of the parking area just a little bit past the Forest Road intersection with Highway 70 for almost an hour. Nobody was interested inside. Most of the traffic was actually coming from the opposite direction from Encampment. But none of the cars that were going our way, maybe like a half dozen or so, passed us. Barely even eye contact made. So it's not getting any cooler. We're not getting any closer to town, just sitting there. And there was no shade or anything at the parking turnout. So we decided to start walking. And here comes another car. And no dice. Those people actually went into the lane of opposing traffic to get as far away from us as they possibly could. Somebody wrote in Good Hook that this was not an easy hitch, and clearly they were correct, because man, we saw 3 people come from the opposite, from Encampment area, and they parked on the other side of the street and did some stuff around the fence. One was a Forest Service guy, and so we asked them, how traffic was, and they were like, eh. And then one of the guys was like, well, somebody will give you a ride. People are used to CDT hikers or whatever. And we were dropping every hint possible, hey, we kind of need a ride into Encampment. But they ended up going the opposite direction anyway, so all good. But we got a line on 2 good places to have breakfast in and around Encampment and Riverside. Hopefully we get there in time for breakfast at this rate. But here comes another car. And apparently people aren't that used to giving CDT hikers a ride, because, yeah, nope, no luck. It sucks that, just it seemed like nobody came by when we were sitting on the turnout, and, we got less than a quarter mile away and 2 cars have gone by. And it makes it a lot harder for people to stop when you're trying to hitch, when there's minimal shoulder, minimal place for them to turn out. That sucks. But again, sun's coming out, it's getting warm. Not getting any cooler out here, and we are no closer to breakfast unless we start walking, because at this rate, we're never gonna get there. Maybe in time for dinner. We finally made it into Encampment. It took a long time, but somebody finally picked us up, named Eric. He came from Dana Point of all places. Oh my God, Killer Dana, what's up? So we're here, and now we got some people, hikers. Oh my God, we cannot wait to eat. Okay, so I was a little nervous about getting here on a Friday because it's a weekend and we always end up in these towns the worst times, on the weekends, holiday weekends, what have you. So, and sure enough, I went into the little Red Wagon store and the lady told me that this weekend is the Cowboy Gathering here in Encampment, Carbon County. Cowboy Gathering. Cowboy music and poetry all weekend long, starting this evening. And I was like, oh, holy hell, we're never going to be able to find a place to stay. But her sister actually owns the Whispering Winds B&B here in town. And that B&B was mentioned on the Gut Hook app as having, you know, a weekend rate. So I thought, oh my God, it's probably going to be $1 zillion to try and stay there on a Friday night when there's an event happening in town. But luckily for us, I called her. Heather is her name, the owner. And she did have a room available, thank goodness. And she's willing to come and pick us up because it's not right down here in the middle of town. So we're going to have breakfast at the Divide right here behind me, and then hit the post office because we have boxes there. Girly Girl, who we just met for the first time, we saw her and Spooky Noodle down here in town after Eric and the Sprinter finally picked us up. We were able to get off the road, saved us about 5 miles of walking. Thank you so much, Eric from Dana Point. Got all excited. But anyway, Spooky Noodle and Girly Girl gave us a bunch of personal hygiene products. So I don't have to buy shampoo or conditioner or body wash or anything like that, or Tide Pods here in town, which is great because there's not much here in town in Encampment. So we're pretty much good to go. It's time for breakfast and then, you know, make our way to the post office and go chill. So that's a big negative on breakfast at the Divide. They don't open until 4. Apparently they're virtually the only restaurant in town. The Little Red Wagon place, she has coffee and muffins. They do have a giant silo that says home of the tigers. Good to know where the tigers live. Anyway, apparently the tigers feed themselves because there are no eating establishments in this town, especially those that serve breakfast. So we are walking again to try to find some food. We may have to settle for a breakfast pizza because apparently that may be our only option today. Oh well, that's okay. We're staying at a bed and breakfast. Sounds like breakfast tomorrow. Definitely gonna happen. We are at the Whispering Winds B&B in Encampment, Wyoming. Oh my God, this place is amazing. Because it's the Cowboy Gathering weekend, there weren't really any rooms in town, but I had seen some comments about this B&B on Gut Hook and that there was a hiker rate. Really during the week, it's Friday, and the owner, Heather, was kind enough to offer and send us the hiker rate for a room here tonight, even though it's Friday, which is just amazing, especially considering the fact that there's like a big old cowboy poetry and music gathering happening in Encampment this weekend, one of their main events for the summer apparently. But this place is spectacular. She said her husband built this entire house in 5 years, and also all of the furniture inside of it. Right now we're the only ones here. There apparently, I guess there's 4 rooms. She said we might have company later. Someone's supposed to check in this evening. But right now, she came and picked us up at the Sinclair down in town and brought us up here because it's not like on the main drag or anything. But oh my goodness, this place is just amazing. And she, you know, invited us to help ourselves to whatever we want in the kitchen. And we can do laundry here. We can make food. Oh, she left sunglasses here, it looks like. And yeah, I mean, this place, she and her husband are rock hounders, so they have a display case here, and then information, the hikers who've already been here. What's up, Sea Legs? Sea Legs was here. That's awesome. But oh my God, look at this fireplace, is amazing. But yeah, I mean, like, we're basically getting to have a room here in this house that we essentially have to ourselves right now, with all of this laundry, showers, there's games upstairs, just a beautiful space for the same amount that we paid to have a bedroom at the Rebels Roost in Cuba, you know, so, and basically sharing someone's home with them, where, you know, they may or may not have cared that we were trying to sleep here. She's just like, just enjoy yourselves, rest. We asked if there was anything we could do. She even took us by the post office to grab our boxes. I mean, just the nicest woman on the planet. And she said, no, I don't want you to do anything. Just relax and enjoy yourself. So, okay, Heather, I can do that. I will do that for you. Thank you so much for having us here. This is a beautiful space, and we're just thrilled to be here. The Whispering Winds B&B comes complete with antelope, just hanging out. That antelope looks a little weird. I wonder what's up with that guy. Oh. He's just hanging out. When we rolled up, there was a deer standing next to this tree eating. But yeah, now this antelope is just sort of chilling. But he looks a little bit distressed. It's kind of weird. Maybe he's just figuring out whether or not we were dangerous. But how cool is this? Just hang out front. We don't need to watch TV. We'll just come out and watch the Nature Channel right on the front porch. So today is getting even better. It's about 4 o'clock. And oh my gosh, I got to wash my hair with like real shampoo and conditioner for the first time in 2 weeks. I was afraid I was just gonna have to cut it all off, or, you know, it was definitely gonna start dreading out very quickly. Like, I've pulled a lot of forest out of my hair in the last week, all the bushwhacking and whatnot. So, oh, it feels so good to be clean. Get laundry done, you know, get a little bit of food. My mom sent a giant box of snacks along with my new shoes, which is perfect because those things were blowing out and they had no traction. So I'm stoked to get back out with a new pair of shoes on. And yeah, and then Dana, who's Heather's husband, just arrived with Double Dip and her dude, who I haven't seen since before I got off trail with my toe issue in April. So that's awesome. And then another dude from Laramie, I think he's here with his daughter. They came up for the cowboy gathering that's happening here in town this weekend. So it's cool. It's been like, now it's like they had the house for ourselves, and now it's like a full house full of cool people though. And Dana brought some different, like a couple things of mead or something like that from a local, I don't know what you call a place that makes mead. It's not a brewery, not a distillery, a meadery. That's probably incorrect also. I don't know. But anyway, it feels great to be clean, have the clothes almost done in the wash. I can't wait because it's hot out here and I'm wearing my puffy. I'm going to have to take another shower now. But great day, great people, you know, definitely helping to change our perspective of Wyoming a lot. Because so we've been here like barely 24 hours and we're like, oh my God, the state is going to blow, you know, like, trail's in bad shape, it's hot, it's windy, whatever, bitch. But no, then you find a place like this and it's like, okay, I can get into Wyoming. It's a good thing because I'm in Wyoming. Day 76. We have had an amazing respite here at the Whispering Winds Bed and Breakfast in Encampment, Wyoming. This place is amazing and like an incredible value for what we've received. Just like very restorative, hot shower, laundry, breakfast. We got to make our own breakfast, so we had waffles and bacon with blueberries and watermelon. I mean, just, oh my God, really good coffee. Oh, we are trying to deal with some gear issues right now. My sleep bag, can't find the leak in it. So we're waiting for Heather and Dana to come because we're going to ask if we can borrow the bathtub downstairs to try and find the leak, because we blew it up and we're not able to find it right now. I'm gonna have to deal with the sleeping bag issue later. So stoked to have my new shoes. Oh my goodness. And then we just have an overabundance of food. So we're gonna donate a little bit to the hiker box that they maintain at Battle Pass, which is where the trail crosses Wyoming Highway 70. At any rate, it's nice to have a leisurely morning. We got to sleep in a little bit. It's a cool overcast day. Actually, I'm looking around and it looks like it's raining. Well, in about half the 180 degrees around us, like half around us. And it looks like maybe where the trail is raining over there. But, you know, who cares? It beats hot and exposed and overly dry. So we're just getting ourselves together to make the run to Rollins. And we hear that it's a pretty easy trail, mostly downhill because we're going down into the basin. So we'll just see how today shakes out. It's just nice to not have to rush or be in a hurry or do anything, you know, in a panicked, half-assed manner. I can't thank Heather and Dana enough for sharing this beautiful space that they've created here at Encampment, you know, with us hikers. Yay, great day so far. Well, I am so glad we decided to zero here at Whispering Winds B&B in Encampment, Wyoming. Oh my God. It is wet. It is scary. And from what I understand, the trail out of here is just going down and getting flat. And so theoretically, we may be the tallest things out there, even though we're short. Anyway, I've been using today to make good time and make practice on my TEDx rehearsal video. I'm doing a little clip montage of my speech that I'm submitting. Oh, wow. We were gonna go walk to dinner right now. All the mosquitoes are hiding under the deck now, like they were not here. It's been a good productive day. I feel bad for the owners, like their booking system is not working. They had people showing up. They weren't expecting people to check in until Wednesday. And like 2 different parties that booked online in the meantime have shown up. So we helped them flip a room while I've been trying to do video shots all over this house and property. And it's just been a madhouse. I feel so bad for them because they've got enough on their plates right now. They don't need to be worrying about all of this. Anyway, we're gonna head back down to the divide for dinner because we're not walking far in this, I'll tell you that. Hopefully it'll clear up. Hopefully it'll be like Colorado storms where it just like gets it on for 15 minutes and then it's already starting to chill out because we are starving. It's like 6:30 and we haven't really had anything much to eat today other than the extra food in our food bag. So good day to have a zero. Great place to do it. I cannot recommend this place enough, and the people that own it are just, oh my gosh, fantastic people. So we're happy to be here and happy to help whereas we can. I made their living room into like my TEDx talk stage, like practice talk stage. So we gotta go put the living room back together before we go. I'm out. Holy crap. So it's still raining, not nearly as bad. Tons of thunder and some scary ass lightning on those hills over there, like serious bolt lightning. But check out this double rainbow. This is rainbow on rainbow action here in Encampment. Oh my god, this is gorgeous out here. Luckily it's making us think a little bit less about how hungry we are, but oh my gosh, that's actually like at the top of that is almost 2 rainbows, then another rainbow above. This is one mad storm. I hope this isn't a daily occurrence in Wyoming. It's been nice the last few days, so hopefully this is just an anomaly and we're getting to enjoy it from the comfort of our zero spot at the B&B. That is one of the brightest rainbows I have ever seen. I can see both ends. And that end of the double rainbow too. Dang, that is awesome. The sun's trying to come out. Hopefully it'll win the battle with the weather soon so we can walk on down to the divide and have some dinner. Okay, so I think I mentioned earlier that Dana, one of the owners here, the husband, had left some mead in the fridge. I wasn't sure what a place that makes mead is called, and it is in fact a meadery. Doesn't sound right, but that's what it's called. It's a meadery, and they're local in Wyoming. They're local, like the bees are here. Mead being basically a wine made of honey. Oh, he left some behind. I finally got to try. We didn't try any last night. We were just so tired. But I tried some today. This is like the, I think it's Wild Woman Rhubarb. No, it's hibiscus, mica mead. And it's actually pretty good. It's super smooth considering this is like way more alcohol volume than a typical wine. It's like 18%. That's what you get with honey, I guess. Those bees are making some good stuff. So super happy, like very grateful that he brought that for us to give a try. I felt bad like leaving, not having tried any. So my work here is done. Alright, so it still sounds gnarly out and looks gnarly in various directions, except for the rainbow. Hello, rainbow. But it's sunny here and it stopped raining, so we're making a break. Not for the border, but for dinner. Because, oh my god, they have breakfast here. You know, stuff in the fridge. But they weren't planning on having any guests until Wednesday. Today's Saturday. They sure do not have enough items in the kitchen to serve 8 people for breakfast tomorrow. And they don't have anything for dinner. So we're heading back to the Divide to go tank up. Almost every single house on this road has the sprinklers on. Some of them are watering their lawns. It just poured a downfall of rain. You can tell that this apparently is not a drought conscientious area, because like, oh my god, in California, Arizona, you'd be fined for that shit. This is the upholstery on the booths at the Divide. How many of these songs do you know? We're walking back from the Divide, looking up all the songs from the upholstery that we didn't know, but I didn't know. I didn't know I knew. Like Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies Bleeding by Elton John, because he isn't singing it. There's an instrumental. I'm like, oh, look at these skies. What up, Wyoming? Beautiful.